Then again, I'm an unwashed American who wouldn't know about that shit. So, I don't know. Whoa! Okay, so is this the one we had stabilization issues with? We might. This might be the one that we had stabilization issues with. Whoops. Alright, so we should actually be orienting ourselves to the... You know what? I guess not eastward. We'll see if we can do, like, polar orbit or something. That's gonna be a thing. Oh, nope. Oh, you see it every day. Oh, I guess it gets boring after a while if you see it every day. I mean, I actually live in Utah, and there is wilderness fucking everywhere. You see deer, you see bunnies, you see all the freaking animals, and then they shit on your lawn. But yeah, I see it every day. I don't know. So I guess, to some extent, it could get boring after a while. But at the same time, even there's so much ruins that you're bored. Like, oh wait, do you mean like there are ruins that you can, like, hang on a second. Let me cut the engine so that I can actually burn in my app. Ooh, that's a high orbit. That's a really high orbit. Are you saying there's like, archaeological ruins everywhere or something? Oh, that's a ridiculous orbit there. That's almost like escaping. I might be completely misinterpreting what you actually said in chat, but, if not, that's really, really cool, actually. Let's see here. Then we'll burn at our apoaps, or apogee. We can call it a lot of things, whatever. But let's timescale first. I'm not going to bother with a maneuver node because this is a kind of a quick and dirty orbit. It doesn't matter that we're really high up because we're actually going to use... We're going to use the moon missile, which exploits the, you know, RCS thrusters, you know, and the infinite fuel there. So, about a minute away, so we burn at about... Oh, what the hell happened to our orientation? Castle, house ruins from 17th, 18th century. Wow, that's really cool, actually. I thought you meant, like, you know, slightly more mundane stuff than that, but that's actually really cool. Yeah, we don't have stuff like that around here. Not exactly. To some degree, we had that in Arizona, but that's, that's kind of a different thing. You know, it's more like Indian sort of ruins or something. But whatever. Okay. So we should probably start burning about now. Yeah, we should have started burning about 10 seconds ago, actually. And... cut. Cut. Okay. Whatever, our orbit is... Oh, okay, that's not actually too... It's not too terrible. And guess what? It is a polar orbit, actually, for no particular reason. Yay, we made a polar orbit for... Really not that difficult to do, but... yeah. So instead of hitting that stupid thing, we're hitting that stupid thing. This has got lots of fuel on it too, so it's gonna make a pretty interesting explosion. Orbital velocity is pretty high though, so it might be a bit of a chore hitting it. We'll see though. Oh, no, hang on. Space Center. Now! We just need to blow that thing up. Just need to kill it with fire. Doop. Yes, we're super mature. Bike lock tipmobile balls. Super mature. Okay. That's one of the moon rockets. We can use that one, or we can use a bigger one that's Moon Missile Mark II. Let's use that one. Let's use the I blew up the moon. Because we honestly don't need that big of a rocket anyway. And this will get there very, very, very quickly. So... yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's set that as our target and blow it the fuck up. Okay. Infinite fuel. And infinite RCS. What the fuck is happening? Maybe it's an update that's making my spacecraft, you know, all rotate, but it's super annoying. Okay, let's see if we, we probably should have gone for a polar orbit. Mission to Mars equals Americans blow up on launch pad. Koreans strap you to a rocket. Europeans run out of fuel halfway there. Chinese go to the moon. Okay. Sorry, that's a really good one, actually. Chinese go to the moon. Russians go into a black hole. And finally, Middle Easterns strap dogs to rockets. Koreans strap you to missile. Yeah, okay. Oh, I accidentally read that beforehand as Koreans strap you to Russia, in which case I'm wondering, how does that work? Doesn't they tie you to the ground in that particular country? Mission to Mars equals... Okay, so... Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we're going to do a polar orbit this time. It's, yeah. So, this was designed to just basically fly straight at the moon. It was not designed, you know, so that, it was not in particular designed to do anything but fly directly to the moon. So, you know, flying, you know, towards a satellite might be a little bit different, you know, because it's orbiting much lower altitude, but, we'll see how it turns out. Oh, nope. I ain't having that shit. I ain't having that shit. Whoa, okay. Well, this turned into a fiasco really quickly. Shows our achievements in space. Yeah. We've done lots of, we've done some pretty stupid shit, but we've also done some very good shit, too. Oh, RCS was actually off. That might explain a few things. Just a few things. Alright, well, let's get this oriented properly. Ah, stop that. Stop that. There, okay. And get the tilt right. Ah, there we go. That actually resembles a nice orbit. Resembles. Operative word. Resembles. Whoa, that's super off axis. Well, whatever. Once we catch up with that a little bit. Yeah, we'll burn out the apoaps and then we'll... It doesn't really matter if our, inclination is slightly different, you know? Because this thing has so much fucking delta V that it doesn't matter if anything. However, getting it to fly straight is a bit of a problem, so we might need to switch to the Moon Missile Mark II. But we'll see about that. So, it's 2 minutes. It's gonna be a lot less than that pretty soon. Okay. And nope. Okay, and we gotta start burning in a little bit. Okay, and burn prograde. At least the Europeans stopped asteroids from killing humanity. Humanation. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Asteroids. And dope. Okay, so we'll basically wait for the orbit to sync up, kind of. Let's see if we can actually even find the fucking thing on our nav ball. I'm not sure if we can. Where the fuck is the target? It might be around the curvature of the Earth, so the thing is, we might not find its period. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, we might see about doing that VTOL rocket in a bit. That works too. No. No, there's nothing. Nothing! Oh well. Let's see if we can get them near each other. Timescale a little bit. Because the orbital velocities are slightly different. I think that one's going a little bit too fast, so we'll probably need to wait a little while. Or no, we'll get a bit of a kick right about there at our perigee. We're getting a bit of a kick. We're catching up. Okay, so now we can actually burn towards the stupid satellite. There's a chance we might actually be able to see it. No, no, we can't. Can we? Can we now? Okay, that's a target now. Oh! Oh, we didn't set it as a target. That might explain a lot. Let's see, I believe that's target retrograde. Or it might actually be target prograde. Can't remember which one it is. Oh, I earned myself a follower 20 minutes ago. Thank you for your follower. Or hopefully that didn't reverse that. Thank you. Thank you for following. Hopefully, we'll try and make things better in the future. Do more interesting things. Have better channel art, also known as... Well, right now we have better channel art. We had pretty crappy channel art in the past, but I remedied that situation. And eventually we will have follower notifications, so I'll actually know about that shit when it happens, but lately I couldn't be bothered to set that up. But soon enough, we're gonna hit that satellite. And also the follower notifications thing. And maybe eventually sub-notifications, also known as never. Because I don't know how big this channel is gonna get. And don't know how much time I can dedicate to streaming, but I'll do what I can. Alright. Woohoo! Haha. Where's the fucking satellite? Oh my god. What the fuck? The fuck? That is a super twitchy. Super twitchy. Super twitchy. Super twitchy. Fuck. It's moving too fast. No! You get back here, you little fucker! You fucking asshole! Ah! Get back here, satellite! I'm not done with you yet! Never done with you yet! Oh, have I got Minecraft? I actually do. I don't really stream it, mainly because the market for that is really saturated. So there's a kabillion other streamers that would do what I probably do with that game, like a billion times better. But yes, I have Minecraft. I do, in fact, have Minecraft. Are we aimed towards the satellite? What? What did we just do? Oh, that's because of our momentum, our residual momentum. We're heading back towards the damn thing. Come on, there we go. Yes! Yes, excellent! Pure excellence! We're gonna get it. It's gonna explode. It's going to explode. It's going to explode. Okay. Let's see here. What the shit? Come on now. You can hit it. Oh, it's getting so close. We zipped past it. Oh, you're making a server. That's cool. Does it have a static IP? Because I know a friend who has a server that actually has a dynamic IP, or a semi-static one, that occasionally shuts down without warning every day a few times. Makes it an interesting time playing on it. But, kind of some, to my knowledge, at least in the US with ISPs, we need to contact our ASP to actually set a static IP, a true static IP. Because you can set static within a network, but you can't, you know, you need to actually go through your ISP to set static within the world, so. No! Whoa! Down! Down, boy! Down! And chase that satellite. Did we zip past it again? I think we zipped past it again. Damn it, we zipped past it again. Ah! This is so frustrating. Dang it. Can I actually see the satellite? Damn it! Oh well, we're falling to Earth. Or maybe we aren't. Okay. We're accidentally using Earth as a bit of a gravity assist and shooting off on an escape trajectory. It's going to be on when your laptop's on. Okay. That's cool. I remember I would run some Gmod servers occasionally. I would kinda... or, you know, back in the day when I played Gmod. I haven't done that recently, but it was that sort of thing. Sort of on when your computer's on. The music just cuts out immediately once we hit the periapse. Okay, we'll timescale past it. Okay, we'll see where this gravity assist takes us. And then we're going to go to, we're going to try VTOL rocket. And I'm going to change the title real quick to reflect that. But, okay, let's see where gravity assist takes us. Probably, maybe directly into the sun. No, not directly into the sun. In fact, the opposite direction of the sun. Alright. Where are we off to? Wait, seriously, where are we off to? Oh! What the hell kind of orbit is that? Whoa. Alright. Oh, we don't quite get to the outer reaches. We don't quite get to Joule. You don't know static from static. Got +1 subscribers. Yeah. Eventually. One of these days, maybe. Again, like with Twitch, you know, the whole thing with subscribers is, you know, I mean, you know about the whole partnership thing, right? You have to, in order to get a sub, or in order to be able to get subs, you know, you have to actually be partnered. And to do that, there's a bunch of stuff that you gotta jump through, a bunch of hoops you gotta jump through. Surely you've read the page, but it's something like you need an average of around 500 viewers every time. You need to stream 3 times a week. Both of those things are out of my grasp. I don't know. Definitely a lot of fun streaming, though. Definitely a lot of fun streaming, though. Just kind of for the shits and giggles. Yeah, this gravity assist just got us into a bizarre elliptical orbit around the sun. Didn't really do anything interesting. So let's go ahead and do a VTOL rocket. VTOL rocket. V-T-O-L. Rocket. 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 Alright. Eventually, YouTube... Eventually you'll be Jacksepticeye just in America. Oh, you watch Jacksepticeye? I'm actually subbed to him. Jacksepticeye is awesome! he's there's something about an Irishman screaming obscenities at his computer that is, like, just amusing on so many different levels. And he, you know, again, he's not just like I'm not calling him an Irish PewDiePie, that's not what I'm saying, you know, he actually, occasionally he actually has interesting stuff to say. And I think he used to do a bit of Kerbal Space Program back in the day, but not so much recently. Yeah, definitely love me some Jacksepticeye. Yeah, this is gonna be a VTOL rocket. Something I can't vector. I can't even this is loaded on the side. Oh wait, oh actually, I didn't even think that so I read what you said just now, that he was streaming last night, but it didn't process. So, he was streaming last night? I didn't know that he actually streamed. I thought he was only, I thought he was only a YouTube channel. Does he do, like, charity streams or something, or...? If so, I didn't know about that. Let's see. Alright, we probably want something like that. And let's start relatively small. And we need to turn off, well, we'll keep infinite fuel on until we develop it properly. Oh, you might meet him? Does he do, like, YouTube meetups, or is he just around town? You live in the same area? It'd be kind of cold, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna make a lot of sense there. Let's see what has some good, some good, specific impulse in the atmosphere. I guess most of these don't really. They don't seem to have enough thrust to really, you know, get it going. Mainsail, no, too big. I mean, I guess if we want, you know, specific impulse, that's really the thing to go for in a vacuum, because it's got crazy specific impulse in a vacuum. But, yeah. So I'm gonna try doing a VTOL rocket legitimately. Oh, now he's streaming because his flash was broken and he fixed it? Okay. Does he stream regularly? I might see about following his, trying to find and follow his, Twitch channel. You know, if he does stream regularly, because, yeah, I want in on that shit. I know that Yummy Mash streams every once in a while. A lot of YouTubers stream nowadays because of the whole, I guess it's kind of because of the whole content ID thing on YouTube, but, so I guess if he has a schedule, I'm definitely following that shit, like, immediately. Let's see, how much thrust? The poodle. Oh, the poodle's too big. I mean, I could just slap something big on here like that, but, you know, then it looks kind of silly. We want this to look sleek and sexy, you know? I don't know what accent I was doing there, but I wasn't doing it well. Anyway. Yeah, we could do an autonomous unit on there, but I want to see what Jeb thinks about the whole situation. We'll slap some fins on there. Probably winglets. Yeah, winglets. Threefold symmetry. That looks kind of stupid, actually. That looks stupider. That looks less stupidest. I think that's probably fine there. So let's see about slapping a reaction wheel right about there. That'll help us sort of control our orientation a little bit. Let's try and do this with just vectoring and reaction wheels here. I guess we'll slap a battery on there. Right about... Oh yeah, that's perfect, that works. There we go. Oh, do I know Robos? Yes, I know Robos. I love Robos. Robos is awesome. I mean... Let's see, I think he's... So... I'm not all that into Sims 3, so I don't watch all of his stuff, you know? But, when he sort of goes for stuff like The Forest and some other games, I'm kind of into, you know, he's just a lot of fun to listen to. He's got the funniest reactions to little things, you know. It's not just like pure screaming, it's really nice. Okay, we'll see how this works out. I think this will probably work just fine. We just gotta get it to the point where it can actually hover, and then vector, and, you know. Now, actually controlling the thing might be a bit difficult, but we'll see how it turns out. Oh, that looks so stupid. Oh, wow. I really did that. Okay, well. Okay, let's see about just kinda... we don't actually have anything we can use RCS with, but yeah. Oh, he streams Sims 4 now. What the hell? There are all these YouTubes that I'm subscribed to that stream and I don't even know about it. That's kind of cool. Oh, I hate you, sticky keys. So, I keep forgetting to turn that off before the stream. There's this thing in Windows that's sticky keys. You must know about it. It's super annoying. So, let's see. Now, the key is getting this to actually land again. Okay, well, yeah, getting a VTOL rocket, not all that difficult. Super, super simple. Reaction wheel, vectoring. Wait, actually, does that thing even have vectoring? Whatever, reaction wheel. And... wow, that is very, very rock steady. In fact, we're actually not even moving we're moving like in single-digit speeds here. We just need to find the thrust that actually... We need to find the thrust force that exactly equals the gravitational force acting on the rocket. And that's tricky. I should probably keep a bit more of an eye on the velocity there, because the point at which we'd equal out would be the point at which we have zero acceleration. So... here we go. So that would mean that this would slow down a lot. It's already pretty slow. I think we're accelerating downward a little bit. No, we're actually accelerating upward, so we actually need to throttle down a touch. Now we're still going upwards. Wow, we are rock steady now, actually. Look at that shit. I mean, good luck landing, but, yeah. Okay. Let's see about if we can get something else interesting. So, we were working on the cluster bomb. Let's work on it a little bit more. Let's see how ridiculous we can make it. I'm gonna see if we can do radial payloads. That'll be fun. But anyway. Cluster rocket. Cluster missile, there we go. Let's see here. Cluster missile, what do we do with you? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can slap some radial decouplers on there, and then we'll work from there. We'll go ahead and slap some of these on its butt. Slap that butt. And it's gonna be a bunch of fuel tanks. What the fuck? Okay, a bunch of fuel tanks, probably... yeah, sure, some of those. Nope. Nope. There we go. Then we just clone that a few times. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus, stop that. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, so, cloned the wrong thing. There we go, we cloned that. Okay, this is already pretty stupid. But I like it. I don't know if this thing will even lift anymore, considering how heavy it's going to be. It's definitely going to be very jiggly. 10 minutes? Okay, that's kind of cryptic. I'm not sure what you mean. Alright, so we're going to get that decoupling phase. Everything there into the proper stage. There we go, that worked out. So that'll all just kick out at the same time. And we'll slap a bunch more of these things on there. Yep. Actually, let's see about these other assemblies here. So we can just go ahead and... Yeah, okay. So we'll add a few more of these, basically. Now, I don't know if they patched it out, but I seem to remember you can actually launch things by cascading decouplers. You can actually throw things pretty far. We might try that in a little bit. We're definitely horsing around here on Kerbin. We haven't gotten a whole lot of things into space just yet. But in the future, perhaps. There's gonna need to be more planning that goes into like future voyages and that sort of thing. And time is currently at a premium for me to some extent. So we might not do that too soon. But eventually. Again, I'm not entirely sure what that 10 minutes thing is, if it's a statement or if it's a response to something I said. If it's a response to something I said, I've definitely forgotten it by now. So, okay, let's see. Whoa! Well, that ripped off immediately. Oh wow, the frames got super real there. Well, might as well change the title real quick. I think that's kind of a weird title. Oh, statement. Okay, sure. 10 minutes? 10 minutes till you need to go, or 10 minutes until Mars? Hang on a second, I need to wrap up the title, so... Explosion Edition. I'll take that. Okay. Go slower? Oh, wow, well, that's apparently something that's... God damn it. Oh, look! Everything's a couple, alright. There's still shit that's blowing up! Oh. Oh, well. Okay. Explosion Edition. Yep. Back to launch. The Leaning Tower of fucking what? Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can lift this thing and drop it. And maybe... Oh, wow. Oh, jeez, that got super... Oh, nope. Okay. Well, eh. Oh, wow. Let's see if we can actually... Oh, gotta go. Bye. Okay. Later, hard drive 33. We'll see you in the future. Okay, let's get this working. Let's get this thing flying. Let's fly west! Onwards to victory or something. I don't know. I don't know what anything is anymore. There we go. Turn on stabilization. Okay, here we go. And now we get a line sideways and explode it. Whoa. Whoa, the frames are very real now. Whoa, Jesus! Oh god, the frames. Perhaps Kerbal Space Program is not designed to handle these kind of explosions. Perhaps. Just maybe. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, no, we're fine. I guess it's more robust than I thought it was. Good on us, then. Good on us. Way to go, us. Okay. Let's see if we can launch stuff using the decouplers. That might be terrifying and not also hilarious. Decoupler launcher. Okay, here we go. That viewer count doesn't seem to be updating properly. Weird. I'm starting to not trust the damn thing. It's weird. Weird. Set that twice just now. Yeah, sticking it inside of it, that's gonna do us a lot of good. Okay, there. Clone. Clone. And clone. Let's see if we can launch this thing. Or... yeah, let's see if we can launch this thing, then we'll launch a chair or something later on. Oh, hang on. Might as well check something. Yeah, there we go. It finally updated. Okay, there we go. Let's get it going again. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn up the throttle on my nut engines. Oh, well, yes. Amazing. Let's see if we can stage these a little bit better. Okay, so there. We'll dump the... we'll sort of cascade these a little bit. Maybe do a half and half sort of thing. And... new phase. God damn it. Okay, well... maybe let's start from scratch and just stage these individually anyway. Okay. Alright, yeah, I think we can... yeah. Let's see about maybe doing a bunch of decouplers first. And then later doing more up top. Let's see how this one turns out. And we'll figure out how we want to cascade everything. Super slow stream this time. Usually there's a little bit of pickup at one point, but we didn't seem to get that this time. At least we got some people stopping by though, so it's better than nothing. I'm not complaining. Well, I guess I am complaining. I'm mentioning it. Okay, well what we could do is maybe forget about those, just cascade completely. Okay. All right. Yeah, it still works. They didn't patch it out or anything. Or I guess you couldn't really patch it out without violating the laws of physics. This conservation of angular momentum, or not angular momentum, conservation of momentum is still a thing. It has to be in order for the game to even work properly at all. Let's see how this goes. Let's see, can we do that? No, that shits on things a little bit. So we gotta do it one at a time. Might see about making this into a sub-assembly. We need to. And scoot. And scoot. We'll see how fast this can get going. And then we'll make it into a sub-assembly, tack Kerbal onto the end of it. And see how fast the fucker can go. Oh no. Ah. There we go. That's satisfying. It's done. Alright. Let's make it into a sub-assembly. decoupler stack. Okay, and then we'll bring that out. Over here. Okay, what we could do is we could just do that, then. Get the decoupler stack onto there. Remove that, remove that. And it works again. Jesus, this is being a mess. Alright. Let's see. Hello, chaotic game list. I don't recall if you're on my ban list. Oh wait, I guess now you are. Man. What the fuck? Okay, well... Okay, so... Yeah. Now you're on my ban list, you fucking asshole. Hope you're happier with yourself. Right now, you're just taking up space. You see, I don't really see why people will do that, you know? Just go into a random streamer's chat and be a dick for no good reason. Okay, well, I guess we can't really do that. There, that doesn't quite work out. If you come back on a Smurf, I'm gonna burn that too. I'm gonna ban that too, so... I don't tolerate bullshit here, okay? I'll be nice if you're gonna be nice. But if you're gonna be a dick, then goodbye. That's just the way it's gonna be. So, toodaloo all dicks. Toodaloo. God. There's always gonna be someone, right? I gotta get some mods up in this bitch. Okay, so I guess if you time these right, then it works out. I'm almost waiting for that dude to come back with a fucking alt account so I can ban that shit too. Probably not the thing to be saying. But seriously, man. Seriously. Okay, so I think we found the hard edge, or maybe soft edge, of what actually works here. No, we don't want to decouple from that menu. Okay, I think we use something a little bit lighter and we can make that kind of work out a little bit better. That was incredibly bizarre, though. That actually... So, I was actually unable to ban that stupid twat for a while, because I was logged out of Twitch. Of all things, like, logged out from my dashboard on Twitch. I don't know if that was that twat's fault. Maybe that's what he was doing or something. But, yeah, it didn't work for long. Hope the fucker's happy with himself. Anyway, let's get back to the assembly room, and let's actually tack something a little bit lighter onto this so that we can actually launch the stuff a little bit further. So that's got a lower drag profile. That's also going to go further because it's lighter, has this... Has a lower drag profile. And is not made of solid shit. That's a problem too when it's made of solid shit. Yeah, if there are any guys who are, I guess, on the stream regularly, I might see about modding them eventually. Because dealing with that shit personally is going to get old after a while. I mean, believe me when I said it felt good to asshole. But, you know, that's singular, one asshole. When there's a lot of them, then it becomes a little bit trickier. I mean, I could just write a bot to ban all of them, you know, ban all the fuckers. Or, you know, do a timeout first and then a ban. But I really trust human beings a bit more than bots. You know, algorithms can fail. I know that much. Let's see, I think we might need to... I need to take some of these off. And we'll punch it into the stratosphere. And the thing is, like, I'm still griping about this to some extent because that dude's a twat. And it was fun banning him. But, like, the dude was calling me gay and shit, and I refuse to acknowledge that as a slur, you know? That's, you know, an insult to actual homosexual people. Which includes my best friend, actually, you know? You know, that's not cool, you know? I mean, like, I'm not actually personally hurt by that sort of shit, but... to use, you know, that as a slur, you know, it's like, you know, it kind of feels like almost someone calling someone white repeatedly, you know? Basically like calling a black man white, or something like that. That's... I'm not sure if I'm quite explaining it right, but whatever. You know, it really shouldn't be a problem, it really shouldn't be a slur. But apparently, you know, some 12-year-olds find, you know, find homosexuality to be a problem, you know, find something really wrong with it. And, you know, they use gay as an insult. Like, that's... to me, that's just super childish. Man, we get some serious fucking error with this, with these decouplers. I'm gonna see if I can actually do a beer can crunching sort of effect with these, because that gives me an idea. I'm gonna stop launching this repeatedly, and we're gonna see about staging these to actually crush a fuel canister. Specifically that one. There we go. Structural thing. It's you son of a bitch. There we go. Kerbal Space Program, sometimes I think you're trying to be a dick on purpose. There we go. So yeah, we'll clear the launch pad. And we'll fire both of those at the same time. And crunch that crunch that fuel canister like a empty beer can. Oh, I can't throttle it, that's interesting. What the fuck is going on? Actually, I can't control anything. Oh, I don't actually have something to control things with. That might explain things. Yeah. At first I was wondering if the guy actually sent a hack, you know, through a different, you know, like managed to actually pinpoint where I was and then sent a hack to my location. But, you know, if a guy's going into chat and doing that sort of thing, then a guy like that doesn't know how to use Metasploit and doesn't know how to actually write an exploit, or even copy-paste one for that matter, and that's not something I need to worry about in that case. And in which case, to that I say good luck. I'd like to see you try, almost. And fail. But really, the ones who could actually do that would probably... You know, I'd probably enjoy talking to those guys more than I'd enjoy talking to this guy, who, you know, came in and was all like, being a dick and insulting and shit. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can crunch this like a beer can. A highly explosive beer can. Highly explosive beer cans. For the win. No, it just launches that super fucking high. That is interesting. Now, there's a good chance that this will explode when it lands, so... Okay. Kerbal Space Program, I am disappointed. I am very disappointed. You've disappointed me for the last time. Okay, we're gonna see if we can actually get this thing to explode using decouplers. This is gonna be a mission now. This is gonna be something that I try and do. Let's see how this goes. So... crash tolerance. Let's see if we can find the one with the lowest crash tolerance and then fuck that one up. Need to think about how exactly it calculates the failure of those fuel tanks, though, because that might be kind of tricky. I'm not entirely sure how the game does it. A lot of these seem to have the exact same crash tolerance, so I think it's just whatever... Like, that one has a little bit better, but all of these sort of tubular ones seem to have just about the same crash tolerance, so I probably don't want to worry about it all that much. These are a bit more robust. Let's see, these are... surprisingly not more robust, if anything. There we go. Crash tolerance there. Yeah, just nothing. Okay. What about that? Crash temperature, crash tolerance. Okay, well, 6 is about as low as we're gonna get. So we'll see about that. We'll see about crunching one of these things. Perhaps if we trigger multiple decouplers at the same time on both sides. Or if we sort of weigh it down. I'm not sure if it calculates failure by force. It might need to actually have velocity, in which case we'll go back to a cluster bomb sort of design, and we'll see about getting that to fail, because... yeah. Because otherwise what we could do is we could just basically stage a whole bunch of these things together, and then just fire them all at once, and get just a ridiculous stack of explosions all at once. That would be amazing to see, actually. I'm hoping to sort of be able to do that. So let's actually get something so we can actually control shit. Here we go. That's an unmanned pod. Unmanned pod. And we can see about weighing things down a little bit later, but first let's get the decouplers there. You turn off symmetry mode. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a little while since, you know, one of those sort of... I guess I should call them spammers or something. Yeah, since one of those sort of spammers has gone into the chat, like that. It's super annoying when it happens. Usually it's followed by, you know, usually good follows bad. You know, there's usually someone, you know, who comes by who's less of a dick and is willing to actually sort of stick around, pull up a chair, and watch some KSP or whatever I'm playing at the time. But sometimes you just get that shit. Apparently you just get that shit sometimes. Okay, so that should weigh that down. It might be kind of... I don't know, we'll see. Getting a lot of people coming in and leaving immediately. I guess as soon as they don't see explosions, then... Oh, we didn't stage them. Right, they need to go at the same time. So altogether, that should be, you know, more than the kilonewton of force, actually. I guess it doesn't actually calculate based on force, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and do cluster bombs. Let's do that. Okay, let's do that. Alright. Okay. And I don't know if we want to do the monopropellant engines because they seem to lag the game. So we might just see about just stacking a bunch of stuff and then tacking like a few of those to the side, getting it to fly up and sideways and then just blowing the whole thing up. We'll see about that. Or maybe we want to use these tanks, because if we use those tanks it gets too wobbly. Well, no, you know what? We could just do struts, actually. We could just make a bunch of these tanks and use struts. So... let's go ahead and do that. You're an ass, dude. If that's not an alt, I don't know what is, but, welcome. Possibly welcome back. Yeah, sorry, there was a guy who was in here earlier who's being a bit of a dick. If that's you, then and you start acting like a dick again, then the ban hammer's on its way. But if not, then welcome. Pull up a chair, have a seat. Watch me make a crazy-looking manned cluster bomb. Don't worry, they're gonna survive the crash. I'm gonna put a parachute on there. That's not necessarily for their benefit, that's mainly just so that we can actually watch the explosion from a little bit higher. But, yeah, welcome. Hopefully my bristly exterior that first time didn't quite get to you. Bristliness. Okay, let's see about this, then. So, let's see. We probably want to actually just start with this and then strut a bunch of those together. Using structural members. Sort of do that. That doesn't quite work out, it seems. Alright. Let's see, we can use a cubic octagonal struts on both sides. And then sort of strut downwards. On both sides. And if we clone those, then it should work, and that should be at least rigid in that direction. That is assuming that I actually put a decoupler on it, and it actually... There we go, okay, so... There we go. Now that's a little bit more rigid, and then we'll do cross-bracing over there. And this will allow us to have many more of these while still being rigid. Yeah, a big, tall, slender thing that's rigid. Hello, LP Doctor Who. Welcome. You are in fact the Doctor. I bow to your mighty presence. So, I'm pretty sure there's no way that you're not a Doctor Who fan. That's pretty awesome. I like that show a lot. So we're working on making a crazy sort of... We're basically trying to maximize the number of explosions in the game at once. We were doing that earlier with a sort of cluster missile. This time we're doing it with another cluster missile. Except it's better and it's not going to lag the game as much. Because although... So we were using a lot of these monopropellant engines to do the job. But it was not quite working out all that well. Honestly, we were putting so many on that was actually lagging the game, and that minimizes our explosion viewing potential, because, well, if the game freezes, then that kind of is a problem. And believe me when I say this computer is not slow by any sense of the word. So, yeah. So we're going to work on more conventional methods of propulsion here. Basically, just something like solid fuel boosters to get us going. And we're not going to really bother decoupling them, we might just tack them on. We'll see how it goes from there. But, yeah. Welcome to the stream. We hope you stick around. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that, that you're an ass dude earlier in the chat. I'm willing to bet that guy is just an alt account for the guy who got banned earlier. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. So, Doctor Who, what brings you to the stream? Is it Explosion Edition or KSP? Or just kind of late night craving to watch some random stream? Can be that one too. Can be that one too. Oh, wow! That's pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah, we didn't stage that correctly, so... yeah. Let's fix that. Oh, and actually, let me see. Let's just take the quick opportunity to check something. Yeah, you're an ass dude is Audi 9000. There is almost no way that guy was not an alt account. Because really, like, a guy gets banned, comes back later with another name that's, like, really insulting. And comes back with the same sort of spelling mistakes, even. Like, come on. It doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to solve that case, you know? Okay. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, goodbye, LBP, Doctor Who. It was good to not have you, I guess. Or I guess it was good to have you temporarily and now you're gone. That's probably more accurate. Obviously, you catch more flies with honey. And I'm obviously trying to be somewhat hospitable here. I guess it's just not working out. So, whatever. I'll keep doing my thing. And this thing's gonna crash and burn and explode. That really should be staged last. Hopefully you get some more people wandering in who don't just leave immediately, or, you know, act like jerks and come back with an alt to act like jerks again. Wow, that's super, super durable. Okay, so then... there, and... yep. That was pretty cool. That was very interesting. Okay, so... I might see about getting rid of the struts. I'm fine with the wibbly wobbly. A little bit of wibbly wobbly's okay. There. And increase by a power of 2 each time. Yeah, I honestly hope more people wander in. But if they don't, then whatever. It's just cool. I'd almost rather, you know, another one of those jerks not wander in, you know? That's, it's definitely, you know, it's definitely annoying dealing with those kind of jerks. Okay. Okay, wow. Alright. So you can get that kind of explosion action from something that doesn't even lift off. Just, wow. Okay. That's pretty intense. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna do twofold symmetry and see if we can lift this thing off a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just one little bit. And we'll see how it works out. It's probably gonna make everything explode pretty well. Oh my god, that's very springy. Yeah, we'll see. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this stuff. Oh! Oh! So that's gonna be something. Okay. Well. Let's see about attaching those then. Let's figure out a way to attach them. 4 of these. Then we'll hover over that with these. Make 4 of these. This is stupid. This is so stupid. But I love it. You're an ass dude actually didn't even spell his name right. He spelled you're an ass dude. Yes! Oh wow. Oh, all of them but one! I guess what we could do is just simply... I've got an idea. Maybe if we... if we just do something like this. Oh my god, what? What the shit? Okay, so we'll use symmetry mode. We'll just basically weigh the whole thing down. So apparently you can actually crush things. You don't have to have something with actual velocity there. It's just like the force calculated on impact for something that way. How do we get complete explosions? Everything needs to explode. How do we do that? Okay, well, we can try something like this. Maybe 8-fold symmetry. Do this shit. We can stack them a bit. Just get it up into the air and drop it, basically. Alright. Holy fuck. Oh, we missed every single explosion. Every single explosion, we missed it. No. Alright. Oh, the smoke gets in the way. That's the source of our problem there. Okay, let's check the staging, and then we'll get it sorted out. Oh, okay, well that works too. Okay, let's try that again. So I think maybe let's wait for the rockets to burn out before we do shit. Oh boy. Oh boy, what is happening now? Alright, And... there. What is happening now? Yes, we got full detonation! We got everything! Yes! Okay. Let's see about maybe using different rocket engines for that. There. Alright. Let's do it. Okay, let's try launching that again. I think the key in that case was just simply to launch immediately. So once it settles, then launch it. Because otherwise it just crunches everything together. Wow, this is gonna keep going. While now. Let's see if we can timescale it, get something to break. Okay. Well, it broke off the parachute too, so... okay. Actually, let's see if we can get more explosion for our buck. More bang for our explosion buck. Alright. You know, even though we do get assholes in the stream coming every once in a while into the chat, or assholes coming into the chat every once in a while with this stream, at least it's not, it seems like it's not as bad as it would be if it were a CS stream. Like, I'd imagine just, like, 5 dudes coming in at once, you know, and they're just, like, all, you know, spamming the chat with, like, obscenities and shit. I could imagine that happening if this were a CSGO stream, but luckily it is not, so don't need to worry about that. Yeah. So if you're an ass dude, or you're an ass dude, pops back up again, and he acts like a jackass. He's getting a ban hammer. But till then, we'll keep working on this problem and we'll see if we can figure it out. Okay, yeah. Let's turn down the spacecraft noise a little bit. It's quite loud, actually. Okay, so these are all overheating. Oh jeez, look at our tail. Oh wow. You know, we could probably just, at this point, let's just lap on radial engines or something. I think we'll be okay with it, with that. Here we go, let's take a look at the radial engines. 120. Yeah. Let's see about that. Probably about 8 of those. And then stacked a little bit. There we go. We'll give that a shot. It needs that just to keep itself upright. That worked out. Kinda. Ah, look at that. It worked out. Okay, let's see if we can make something like a catapult. So I've seen how flexible those fuel things can get, so give it a shot. We'll make this into a sub-assembly just in case we need it. Okay. Fuel stack. Fuel decoupler stack. Alright. Let's put an autonomous unit there. And we'll see about making this work. So we'll try out the decoupler stack then first. Let's see how that works for making a catapult. And give me a second. Making a catapult again. And just update that. So let's see about these stack separators. If we can sort of make them work a little bit better. God damn it. Alright. Then let's see about if we can attach some RCS, or monopropellant engines here. clone those. Get them oriented correctly. Then just keep cloning. Or perhaps we actually need a better surface. Seems like we do. So... okay. Might as well put a fuel tank on there. Yeah, we'll put a fuel tank on there. And then that'll give us some space to work with. It's right about here. Okay. We'll go ahead and attach some up top, too. There we go. So, yeah, what we can do is figure out which way that's oriented that way. We'll put on symmetry mode for this. And we grab onto the, basically just the bottom. And then from here we want to raise this up a whole ton, so that it actually can crank back all the way like the catapult it is. Yeah, I can crank back enough. Okay. Let's see how that works. Whoa, okay, well, we made a spring. We gotta get the staging correct. Currently a mess. Ah, damn it. Okay, here we go. And then we get that one up top. Because we basically never want to trigger that stage. That's actually what holds us together. Like, why do you want to unglue that joint, you fool? Alright, let's do this. So we'll kind of turn that down a bit. And cut. Oh, and it broke off. I guess we're using the stack again then. Stack it is. Ah, whatever. Okay, let's see how that goes. Are you serious now? Shit. You gotta separate the engines to, or get the staging right again. There we go. The decouplers are too fragile. Shit. Let's see what the... Okay, let's check the crash tolerance and stuff on those decouplers. Pretty decent, actually. How about that? That's one. Stack decoupler. Maybe we can get away with those. Yeah, maybe that's what we want. Okay, so just shit can everything at this point. I'm curious about something. Give me a sec. Yeah, give me a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if that guy was actually an alt. Might have been. Seems like his profile so bare bones that very well could have been an alt. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get this guy then. Alright, let's see how this works out. Use some stacked couplers instead. That might get us better catapulting abilities. It's definitely going to be a bit more flexy. Let's see if we can get it to tip over properly. Because if it doesn't, then that's kind of the deal breaker there. So let's see. We'll just let it settle. It'll tip over. It'll probably do a weird S-curve buckley thing, because that's the way strength of materials works apparently. Oh yeah, we can actually tilt it one way or another if we want. Oh, we can wiggle it. Can get some wiggling action going on here. Once we find the resonant mode, it'll work out. You know what? No, we're going to attach a reaction wheel to it. It's fine to just do that. Reaction wheel, and use that to crank it up. Yeah, alright. This way we can crank it one way or another. This is way better for a catapult. Yeah, I think that can work. Let's go ahead and stick a Kerbal on it. Might want to elevate it a little bit. We'll see about getting a different decoupler on there. Probably something like, yeah, one of these would work. No, maybe not. I guess we could do another stack decoupler. Oh god, which one is that? Oh yeah, it's the top one, okay. So those basically decouple never, they're basically there for show. That has to decouple never. We've made a decoupler lawn chair. Or catapult, actually. Alright. Let's crank it up. And then... Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. So, yeah, maybe we don't crank it as far. Up. And then... Oh, no. Come on, we can get a launch. We can get a launch on this. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, we'll see. Thought we'd have to go back to the drawing board, but maybe we don't need to. We'll see about it. Okay, this time it's not actually rigid enough. Last time it was too rigid. Like, this is just kind of a floppy worm. Not rigid enough for actual launch. We're looking for something that's basically like a... something like a leaf spring of sorts. So, let's take a look then. I think what we can do is we can maybe go to the structural elements and we'll see how these go. These are going to be more rigid in all likelihood, so we'll hopefully have better luck with this. And... whoop. There. Now we strap those onto the sides. And Bob's your uncle, that's the way it goes. Ooh. Okay. We'll see whether we can wiggle it. If we can't, then that's actually an indicator that it's getting to where we want it to go, which is reasonably stiff. Now, drawing all this geometry is apparently a pain in the dick, so... can't really seem to wiggle it all that much, so... let's tack a reaction wheel on there and we'll see if we can bend it over at least. reaction wheel. Right about there. Okay, let's get that going. Okay. Seems like we might be good, actually, if we do this. So we probably need to actually use some engines, crank the thing back. But from there, then I think we can probably get it to launch. It seems like it's pretty rigid. Doesn't seem as floppy. But we'll see how far this gets us. Let's see. Yep. Alright. Let's see about getting that geared up. Alright. Here we go. Physics engine is definitely taking a shit. Oh, and it froze. There we go. Okay. Okay, apparently struts can explode too. That is surprising to me. On many different levels. Wow, those things are very, very rigid. Oh, I think we found something. I think we found what we need to get it going. Basically spam all of these. Okay, here we go. So it's going to hitch, and then we can see about launching it. It seems to hitch every single time. Yeah, it's gonna hitch again. There we go. And fire. Perhaps what we want is weight. Yep, get one of these things on there. And then we'll go ahead and do something like... there we go. It's pointing too far down now, so... there we go. You know what? This is a better way to do it. Here we go. Let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 9. That's currently 7. I think we need to pack these a bit tighter. That should be about 9. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 9 on each side. Okay, and then we simply stack these, create one big one. This saves us the trouble of making all those engines. We only need to do 9 each side and then stack. Don't know why I didn't do that before. It's much easier that way. I mean, that is if you don't need rigidity. You know, in this case, it's kind of floppy. So that. Come on, physics, load. Yep, then it hitches. And then... let's see, so... let's try that again. Nope, it just snaps. So that material is just straight up too stiff. And brittle. Okay, well. Toodaloo. And toodaloo. Yeah, that one doesn't quite work out. Let's see how this works. Over there. Blah. And then we'll go ahead. Symmetry that on there. We'll see how floppy that is. Should be a bit stiffer. Yeah, it's pretty stiff. Also has mass, so that's the thing. Yeah, let's put a reaction wheel on the end of it again. And we'll see how this turns out. Oh, it's absolutely dead in the stream chat right now. Got nobody. Nobody stepping on by. So here we do have some wiggling. It's better than the struts, at least. Yeah, the wiggling is real. Okay. Okay. Let's try this nonsense again. Alright. We'll use that to crank it. Oh, I fucking hate this game sometimes. I go straight to the top. These need to be in a separate stage. Alright. That noise is the most obnoxious fucking thing in the world. Let's see. I'm gonna figure out how to get rid of it. There we go. That's something that we've got. Okay, it's possible to make a catapult with this thing. From what I can tell. Okay, now let's stick something on top of said catapult. Let's actually launch. There we go, we'll use that stack separator. We'll attach a pod to it. Tiniest one we can find. Yeah, that'd be the smallest. Okay. Okay, now, let's see if we can do this. That stack separator should be at the top. We'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens to it. It's at the very bottom. Okay. We'll make sure to get that out there in the staging. Next time round. So, basically cut engines and separate. Alright. Well... I think we need to raise it up just a touch. Jesus criminy. Attach! Fucking serious now.